Castringham Hall, a grand estate in Suffolk, has been the ancestral home of the Mothers family for generations. But this stately manor is shrouded in a dark and terrifying history. M.R. James's The Ash Tree tells a tale of cursed bloodlines and malevolent forces lurking just outside the walls of the great house. Sir Matthew Fell, the master of Castringham Hall, lies in his bed, unaware of the terror that is about to befall him. Decades earlier, Sir Matthew had condemned a woman, Mrs. Mothersole, to death for witchcraft, and with her dying breath, she cursed him and his descendants. Mrs. Mothersole, accused of consorting with evil spirits and causing the deaths of livestock, was hanged for witchcraft. Sir Matthew, certain of her guilt, presided over her trial. But as she stood on the scaffold, she uttered a curse that would doom the Fell family for generations. That very night, Sir Matthew is plagued by a strange and unnatural restlessness. The ash tree outside his window, under which Mrs. Mothersole was often seen, seems to come alive, its branches scratching and tapping at the window as if trying to get in. The next morning, Sir Matthew is found dead in his bed, his body contorted in an unnatural manner. No cause of death can be determined, but the look of pure terror on his face suggests that he died in unimaginable agony. The ash tree outside his window looms menacingly, as if gloating over its victory. Years pass, and the curse of the ash tree is largely forgotten. Sir Richard Fell, Sir Matthew's grandson, inherits Castringham Hall, but the shadow of the ash tree still hangs over the estate, its twisted branches seeming to reach out with malevolent intent. Sir Richard brings home his new bride, and the hall is filled with life and laughter once again. But the ancient curse has not forgotten its promise, and it waits patiently in the shadows for its next victim. On Lady Fell's first night in the hall, the atmosphere grows heavy and oppressive. The branches of the ash tree scratch at the window with greater intensity, as if seeking to gain entry. From the heart of the cursed ash tree, terrible spider-like creatures emerge, creeping into the room with unnatural speed. They swarm over the sleeping Lady Fell, their needle-like legs piercing her flesh as she sleeps, unaware of the horror engulfing her. The following morning, Lady Fell is discovered dead, her body marked by strange, unexplained wounds. Sir Richard is devastated, but as he stands by her side, he cannot shake the feeling that the ash tree outside the window is watching him, gloating. Driven to the brink by grief, Sir Richard orders the cursed tree to be felled. But as the axes bite into its twisted trunk, the tree bleeds, and the air is filled with a nauseating stench. Something evil has taken root within the tree, something that refuses to die. As the tree is finally brought down, the woodcutters uncover the source of the curse. Within the hollow trunk lies the withered corpse of Mrs. Mothersoul, surrounded by the monstrous spawn she had unleashed upon the Fell family. The cursed ash tree is destroyed, but the shadows of Castringham Hall are not so easily lifted. The air remains heavy with the weight of ancient malevolence, and a whispering wind seems to carry the remnants of the curse rustling through the trees. The specter of Mrs. Mothersoul lingers, her vengeance fulfilled but not extinguished. Castringham Hall stands once more in tranquil beauty, the cursed ash tree no longer casting its dark shadow. Yet, the legacy of the curse endures, whispered through the halls and grounds of the estate. Those who dwell here are unaware of the dark history that once plagued their home, but the echoes of the past are never truly silenced. And so ends the tale of the ash tree, a chilling reminder of how ancient wrongs can cast long shadows even over the most serene of settings. Beware, for the whispers of the past may yet stir in the twilight, waiting for the next chapter to unfold.